got time for that bullshit around here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't
No
ready for this. I
timers?
thought I had another
Oh,
20
man.
seconds left.
Here we go.
No.
Now that we're on, time for a drink.
Yeah, here we
All
go.
right.
Cheers, everybody.
Let's go.
Cheers. Dude, this thing is like that much vodka. It's like mostly vodka.
Hey, this one is like that much wine.
Oh, man. That's a homemade wine.
This one
course it
is
is.
that
Pretty
much
good
beer.
stuff. Oh, I need that.
You
That's
sir
for
are
later.
going to need a refill.
I got a beer for later.
I'm gonna need one
When the
soon.
vodka's gone.
Oh, yeah, dude. These last few weeks have actually been really good for campaigns fulfilling. Man, I've got 3 different backings arrive at my house in the last couple weeks.
Hell yeah,
really
that's
good.
good to hear. I'm
Yeah.
waiting on these still.
Yeah, most recently, I got Star Circuit from Joe Catapano.
Yeah, that one looked cool. I remember that book.
I'm
This
very
one's
interested
too.
in hearing about this.
That one had a bunch of like the sci-fi stuff, right? I remember.
Yeah,
I
this
remember
one's very
seeing the
much like
interior.
cyberpunk, very futuristic technology and everything. I mean, look at the handles on the
Yeah.
bike.
Whoa, that's like a PlayStation VR.
Right.
Why don't we have that?
Yeah, no shit.
needs
Why
to be a
don't we
thing.
have that? Why don't they
Because
have
it's
cars
stuck.
like that?
It's stuck in the mind of Joe Catapano. That's why.
That reminds me of something I'll talk about here in a minute.
And then I got Outlaw Nights.
Oh
That was another good
yeah, that was
fulfillment.
another one that looked pretty cool.
Mhm.
That's good
2
to see that
issues
those
with
are
it,
going.
man. So I got a lot of reading to do on that one. And then one that I never thought would come out, Door Kickers 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, door kickers.
So yeah,
Panzer
That one's
Demon.
like a while though. That one's been out for a minute.
this one just got back to me. I don't know how long it's been out, but I
Well, I mean,
backed
when
this
did you
thing
back it?
years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like that book's been
Yeah, and it's just now
campaign is a while
fulfilling.
back.
So I'm actually happy I got it.
Yeah,
And
that art
definitely,
looks pretty good.
yeah, Grody review will be taking place.
Oh yeah, we got to do that.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
I
Not too
haven't
shabby
gotten
on the
anything. I'm still waiting on books. I don't even remember the last book that I got, but
I mean, I'm still waiting on books. I mean, if you got to, you can go back and check out our old stream of where I'm like waiting on
Oh, we need to do a
$500 worth of
recap.
comics I've backed.
we
Yes,
need to go back
is.
and
That
look
should
at
be a
that.
quarterly thing. Like
Yeah.
every 90 days, there should be a stream about that.
I agree.
And
Yeah.
we can tag
need
the
to do
people who
this
are doing it
regularly.
too.
Oh, we should
Every
do
90
this,
days, just be like, "Where's
campaign.
my fucking comic?"
Tag them
Yeah,
and then
right.
like do a video about their response to you tagging them or whatever.
Right? No shit.
Yeah, we should
Say,
be
hey
doing
guys,
these
this
more
is
of these
90 days. We're
campaigns.
in. We're looking
Campaign
for books. These are the
train.
books I'm missing. What are
Yeah,
the
we got to do that
excuses?
more of the campaign train, and then every like 2 months or so, 2.5 months, whatever. We'll do that every quarterly. A recap.
it.
Because
Yeah.
it's been what, a year, almost a year, right? Since we did that that was towards the end of the last summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Last campaign train that we did, when was it?
the
last-
one where we looked at all the campaigns that have not been fulfilled.
Oh, that one? That one wasn't too long ago, was it?
I thought it was like last
Yeah.
summer.
That was only 3 months ago.
No way. 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We did that in December?
Yeah.
How
Did it
is that
before the new year.
possible? Because I
Yeah,
have
it's
that
still
stack
time
of
for another one.
comics. I still have the
Yeah,
big
you're right.
stack of comics right here. Like when we did it that night, that pile's only been organized since then. It hasn't gone back in the boxes yet.
Nah, since I haven't been seeing a lot of fulfillment going on, dude, I've been backing a lot of trade paperbacks, and I got a nice stack over there.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
go off again. Like,
I do need to go get some.
I'm going out there, dude. Like, I went back to nostalgia, and I got the whole Boom Studios catalog for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You know, the one that has Lord
Oh,
Draken
nice.
and all of that. And
I
then,
want to go get a
I
Ninja
bought-
Turtles, the IDW Ninja Turtles, the first, like from the beginning and on.
Yes.
Because you turned me on to those. I started reading them, and yeah, they're pretty good. There's some of them
Yeah,
pretty
they
cool ideas. I'm a big
I'm telling
Slash
you, dude.
fan, and I've been learning about all the different versions of Slash and all the iterations. I still think that Turtle Adventures is the best Slash. He has a
For
really
as
cool
much
redemption arc.
for as much as comics around our domain has to do with like anthropomorphic creatures and shit like that, it's like how are you even able to dog Ninja Turtles? How are you even able?
Yeah, who does? Who dares dog the turtles?
Oh,
Is
I've
there
heard
like a scene
cry.
for like Ninja Turtle furries? Would it be furries?
Oh
or
yeah,
There's
there
a
has
scene
to
for
be.
furries. I don't know about
In
Ninja
fact,
Turtle furries.
I just
No,
never
there
thought about that. I
is.
know like My Little
There's
Pony
gotta
and all that
be.
has it. So I mean, there's got to be a Ninja Turtle
What?
one, right?
Now, why do you think they bring in girl turtles now? Like, there's the girl turtle, and I'm already seeing artwork of her, very voluptuous shells. You know what I mean? Not that I'm
Oh,
looking,
yeah.
not that I'm looking
Yeah,
or anything.
Jenica. Yeah,
Ooh,
we
no, not
replaced
even
Venus with
Jenica.
Jenica.
Not
I still
Jenkum.
can't get over that. Jenkum.
Jenkum, not Jenkum. The pink one from the new Turtles. The new one.
I
That
thought
girl
what
turtle.
Venus. I thought that was
Now that's the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's from way back.
what
when.
happened. Are they all
Yeah.
just like dying off, or
No, they
they're not
just
making it?
they're because
No,
they're
we just-
different universes. They don't really overlap. Like not many. You'd be surprised how many characters don't overlap. They're like that's
Yeah.
the
So
same
basically, what we're saying
And,
is the characters were completely unsuccessful. Nobody accepted them, so they moved on and thought, "Hey, I got an idea. Let's introduce a girl turtle this time."
Well,
Well,
like
that's what they
Jenkum
did
was
with-
it didn't work
was like
last time.
feminist.
That's what they did with the Last Ronin Re-Evolution. So now it's
Yeah.
3 brothers and 1 sister. And for
Mhm.
some reason, they're making the sister to be out like the best one out of
Of course
all
they
4.
are.
Of course
Because
they are.
girls, dude, I'm actually not going to lie about this. I think girls might be more into the new generations, or more. The girls are more into turtles than the boys are because
I
of
don't know
this
about that.
kind of shit. I'm telling you, my daughters love turtles. And oh, did my internet going out? That my daughter
did.
was wearing a
Internet's not having it.
my daughter's wearing a Sagio Jimbo shirt, and like another girl at the mall was like, "Oh, it's Sagio Jimbo," and then they were. Their daughters love Donatello, and everybody knows, like, oh, the girls. It's always the girls talking about ever since
Interesting.
that cartoon where Donatello was like autistic or whatever. After the CGI one, whatever that next one, right before the shitty one, right after the really good CGI one. The CGI one was good.
Yeah, it was.
That one right in the middle. That's the where everybody looked weird.
You're talking about the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was CGI. And then right after that
Yeah.
came 2018 when it was Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's the one. Yeah. Right? Isn't it Rise? That's the one where they look kind of like the new movie Turtles.
No, that's Tales of the TMNT. That's the one that only took place on Paramount for a while before they finally put it on Nickelodeon.
Hey, Zombie's in the house. Just showed up. What's going on, Zombie?
How we doing?
Well, whichever one, Donatello was the super autistic one, and all the girls love him for some reason. Not the newest one, the one before the newest cartoon.
The one
Whatever that
before
one
the
was.
cartoon
Did
would be-
anyone out there watching this? I'm just curious. I would like to pick your brain. If you have autism, did this sell you on like, now I finally have a character?
I hope
That's not what it's about. But obviously,
It's
I
fine
think
if it did.
I
I'm not,
think
but
girls
I
like
highly
it.
doubt. The thing that I stand on with a lot of these circumstances is like, I'm not trying to prevent the females from having a thing in the Ninja Turtles. I'm not trying to say that the autistic kid doesn't need to have representation. But my problem is when they take pre-existing characters and they're like, let's just throw something at him, like the race swapping or the gender changing or something like that. Just because we're not going to take the time to actually write you a character and give you something, give you your own thoroughbred IP.
Mhm.
We'll just take Donatello, like obviously the least
Obviously
of the Ninja
Donatello.
Turtles.
although
and we'll just make him
Michelangelo.
autistic.
All right, okay. Speaking of that, name an autistic character that you actually liked.
No. Yes, there are some. There are some.
There are some.
Oh, Jesus, there are.
Okay, the new Power Rangers movie. The one guy. Was he the Black Ranger or is he now the Blue Ranger? The black guy from the new Power Rangers movie. Was he the Blue Ranger or was he the Black Ranger?
Yeah, he was the Blue Ranger.
The Blue Ranger now. I actually
Yeah.
liked his character. Like he's like all super autistic. It makes sense, the autistic genius would be the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
But I liked his character. I thought it was a funny character. His particular brand of autism is hilarious, and I know people like that. So I'm like, yeah, that's pretty spot on. That's pretty funny. No awareness, social awareness, right?
Right.
Then that shit's. But they're super smart because they.
Gosh, dang it! I can't think of the example. I know there's a dozen. There's some character on, I don't know, like Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something somewhere. There's like a character. There's a dozen characters out there that if you named them, I'd be like, yes,
yeah,
that's the one. They exist.
Arrested Development's got to have a few, right?
I was thinking the same thing. Arrested Development's probably like one of those. And I know these are like comedies, and we're talking about making fun of things, so it's not like trying to say that like this is hilarious. And I know somebody's made fun of this really well. There are also movies out there where you have a character who is like super autistic and has like the math thing. Bones. I like Bones.
Bones. That's a good example. Bones is good. But not just because of Bones. Come on, if it wasn't.
Oh, what about Jack Reacher?
If it wasn't for Angel and Bones, Bones would not have been Bones. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You need the contrast.
Have you seen the first episode of Bones before they did the rebrand? Like that character.
What do you mean? I don't
not
know.
the same.
They
did like one or two episodes in Bones, and it's the actual like it's not even like a generic pilot. In the actual first or maybe even the second episode, I think it's a couple episodes where they were like they just threw shit at the wall to see what would stick. And the main character, Bones, what's her name, sister, is she's just normal. And then they were like, no, you'd be better if you were autistic. We're going to make you weird. And then so they go on with the character after that. But the first two episodes, she's just normal. And it's dead flat with her being
and
like
then,
that.
And then they're like, this other guy over here, let's make him autistic, but the different kind. And then that girl that's like the one dating that guy, they're like, let's make her autistic, but the other kind of that entire show is nothing but a cast of autism.
Yeah.
It's the entire spectrum.
The doctor, the good doctor, whatever. He's like super autistic, but he's like a genius doctor.
There you go. There you go.
That's another one. That show's all right. It gets a little overbearing,
That's how it goes. If you're not gay or full of pronouns, you have to be autistic. That's how it is.
Or both. Now, if you're gay and autistic,
or narcissistic,
gay, autistic, and narcissist.
That's fair.
That's a show right there. Wait, are you?
Yes. The gay autistic narcissist.
I'm the gay artistic narcissist.
No, I'm saying I agree with you.
You're pointing at me, bro. You're pointing at me.
That is such a gay narcissistic arsonist thing to say.
What?
Or whatever, autistic person.
I'm a narcissist.
Narfologist.
Yeah.
All right.
Narfologist.
Adjacent to the turtle, furry turtle thing. But we don't like to be called furries because we don't have fur. We're reptiles, so we like to be called
scalies.
Scalies.
Is that what that is? Scalies. That sounds like an STD.
Well,
it's very close.
We got some furries to start off the campaign train here. Let's check this out. So I backed this puppy back before the new year started.
Yeah. This looks so cool, man. The artwork, awesome. This is good artwork. The coloring is badass. And I love to be able to say that because colorists were not a thing that back in the day. Like nobody bragged about the colorists.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing your primary colors.
Yeah, I love being able to see colorists, not just save a comic, but in conjunction with the awesome artwork. Holy shit. Yeah.
100%.
This book is popping.
Yeah, I love this cover. And I haven't checked on it in a while. I just wanted to see where it was. So I went over here to the update for it.
This dude was supposed to be hanging out with us one night, right? We were supposed to get him on here.
No, we did. We got not this guy. We got his agent or something. We got one of the guys. We got him on here. Or he was in the chat, right?
We got him in the chat. We didn't get him on the panel.
That's what it is. Okay.
But we will. As soon as we give our review, when this puppy drops, we'll be doing the review, and we will be having them come on to either slap the shit out of us or compliment us for it.
He's a scaly, so he'll take it.
Right? So the latest update was from March 2nd, only 3 days ago. All right. Rewards production has started and more. So this is basically telling us that the production traction will show a lot of movement. The premium giant coins are done. So these SWAT cat coins right here.
That looks cool. That's cool that you
Yeah,
got
that's
that.
right. I like that.
Come with it. The good campaign has a lot of fun tchotchkes like this.
I
Yeah.
agree.
The pins are in production, so they're
something
making
you
pins
can
for it.
wear, something you can have on your person. So somebody goes, "Oh shit, I remember SWAT cats. Where do I get one of those?" You can't because you didn't back it. You should have backed it,
right.
but now because you didn't, you know,
That's right.
if you want this pin, you got to pay $100 on eBay.
The hats are done. If you want a ball cap of SWAT cats, those are done.
Which is not too late, right? This campaign's still open.
No, the campaign's closed. This is only for the ones that have backed.
Oh, did I back that? Damn it, I don't know if I backed that or not.
T-shirts are in production. So this is all about production taking place now, man. Look at that. It's got the brand on the
Ooh,
arm.
I love that.
That's-
That like a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
I've got some all caps shirts that are thick, right? Like they're still
Uh-huh.
the colors are still good, and I've had them for years. That hoodie, for one, that Cyberfrog hoodie that was
Right.
years ago. That thing still looks solid. It has like fun little, those little sew on things. It has these signature, whatever. It's just like quality work, quality stuff. You love to see it on a good
It's little things like this.
Yeah, man. A good shirt that'll last you 20 years doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
And they're not going to put that on a shirt that doesn't, that's not going to last.
So, and speaking of the backer kit, we have provided all data and information to our fulfillment partners, and we are waiting for the green light to send the survey your way. So the backer kit allows us to get more stuff on our tier that we
Wait a minute. I'm confused because I've seen backer kit, but I have no idea. I thought that was something. Every time I would Google, I would try to search a campaign, and every time that it got blacklisted or whatever, it was a shadow banned, I think is what they called it. Gemshock is, for example, for a while was shadow banned on Indiegogo, and every time you Googled Gemshock, the campaign would not show up. And every time a campaign got shadow banned, the only thing that would pop up is backer kit. What is that? What is going on with that? I have no idea what backer kit is.
So backer kit, basically, they're giving it to a third party to help fulfill. So instead of them having to do it themselves, they gave all the information of what you've backed, what tier you're at, what add-ons you also put on your backer.
Yeah. Does that mean that they ship it and you might get all the stuff before the book?
No, it means that you're going to get it all at once. They're taking care of. They're basically doing what Critical Blast does. Critical Blast, how everybody sends their stuff to him and he then distributes it to everybody. That's what they're doing with the third party.
Critical Blast is cool. I like those guys. They do a good job. I have never heard one. I've never heard a single complaint about Critical Blast.
I have heard on our end of things, I have heard a lot of people complain when they start breaking into higher levels and they have to start sending out merchandise and stuff that they're producing. The warehousing, like we were talking behind the scenes, warehousing, the customer service, fulfillment, order transactions, all of that stuff. If you have somebody who's like a comic book person or they have their art, their craft, their thing that they do, the last thing that they want to do is have to go through all of that, like,
if you have a comic and you've got
the business aspect of it.
Yeah, what do you do with let's say you sell 1,000 comics and you get a crate of comics shipped to where? Your house? And then that people do it, and that's where you fulfill is in your living room. And what if you had 2 books, in fulfillment? What if you had 3 books and like a bunch of other projects? You got to have a warehouse at a certain point.
Yeah.
And companies like Critical Blast, unless you're making enough on your campaigns to get a warehouse all year long, there's no point in getting a warehouse. So and you don't have the room. If you're in an apartment, you don't have the room. Critical Blast is one of those the people to get in touch with because
need to make a note of that. We ought to get those guys on this stream to talk. That would be an interesting conversation.
Haven't they been on Dojos back when we were on Dojo's channel?
Critical. His name's Roger. Roger's a great guy. He's the one who runs Critical Blast, and he was actually one of the first. he was actually one of the first channels to have me on when I was, going around promoting Cobalt.
We got to start supporting, like blasting those guys out there, because what are the other options? Let's say, okay, you can do it out of your house or your garage or whatever. That's fine. It probably saves some money.
Yeah.
We've got Ripascend. That's the only other one that I can think of.
Right.
And Ripascend is not a good deal. I'm sorry.
Ripascend? That's what the fulfillment company by, I assume, Eric July.
It's Eric July, assuming he approves you, but he's only going to approve you if you're going to make him money, obviously. And it doesn't help you. Like I think the whole purpose was that you'd go through Ripascend and then you get extra promotion, because he wants to promote you, right, for his own sake, to make more money.
Yeah.
But it was proven he has not been promoting the people that have been going through Ripascend. He's relying on their own YouTube audiences, which is why he is only picking people who are, have decent audiences and followings to even accept into Ripascend. And those audiences are proving not to be backing to the levels we all thought were going to be backed at. I thought Yellow Flash's book was going to be $1 million campaign. Or at least, $500,000 campaign at the least. That thing, but not through any small part of Yellow Flash ditching the CG, the group chat or whatever, the CG community room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he completely nuked that. I didn't even know he was in charge of that thing, but he had it on Twitter. He deleted it. That set of 1,400 people astray. Like, where the hell do we go now? And thank God for was General Piggy put together the new one. And anyways, he might have nuked his own campaign, which did not help Ripascend. And because Ripascend didn't pick up the slack for Yellow Flash's idiocy, then basically, like, Ripascend's dead. Like, people see the results of Yellow Flash's comic book, The Golden Patriot, and they're like, well, shit, man, I don't know if I want to go through Ripascend anymore, because that campaign did not do what it was supposed to do, what everyone thought it was going to do. Obviously, $100,000 isn't something to, like, smirk at or whatever, but he should have done a lot better than that.
Yeah, Critical Blast, he's one that I would go through, and it really saddens me that he has over 2,000 subscribers, and his numbers are not matching his subscribe count. Like, where'd everybody go? This guy did so much for the community.
1,500 videos. That dude is a workhorse.
1,500 videos, and he's only got 2,250 subscribers.
Yeah,
but only like,
is there a live stream?
Got like what, 150?
Yeah, his live streams are down to 9 views, 24 views, 23 views, 4 views, 24 views.
Man, there's no, like, if you're gonna look for discovery on a live stream, you got to do it right.
Go to videos. Does he make videos, or is he doing it all live?
Yeah,
is he live right now?
Yeah, he makes videos too, and they're not doing. I mean, they're doing better.
Wait, hold on. Go to the top of that list. 5 months ago. All right, 53 views. What's the other one next to that? 7 months. So 2 months between videos, 61 views. All right. 8 months, 1 year. Okay, so go to live. So he's obviously live.
4 videos in last year.
There's no way he's got that many videos with just what he hasn't been posting, but like 3 videos a year. 4 days ago, 1 month ago.
Dude, those thumbnails, man.
Nah,
thumbnails are hurting.
Yeah, but I bet it's his shorts. Does he have shorts? He's got to have like 1,000 shorts.
Yeah, for 1,500 videos, there's got to be a shit ton of shorts.
Yeah, do they?
I bet he has over 1,000 shorts. So he also looks like they don't got dates on that, but I guarantee he's got 1,000 of them. But also, it looks like he's got a bunch of other people's, like he's got Deadpool there. He's got other people's IPs. Yeah. So that's all fine. But if he's clipping his live streams, then this content's in his live streams. He's going to get his recommendations are going to get squashed if he keeps showing Power Rangers and stuff in his.
Oh, you watch your mouth. Power Rangers are fine. You know, chat.
Beatles. He had the Beatles on there.
this guy right here. When Power Rangers came out, I was too ashamed because my older brother was going to give me shit. I was ashamed to say that it looked good.
I remember shaming you for that. Yes,
and
I support
then
this.
the second that show came out, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch that. That's stupid, right? Yeah, Paul made fun of me, obviously. Well, the second I watched it, I was fucking hooked on Power Rangers.
Yes, he was. Yes,
and
he
I was
was.
like, the hell with you. I'm watching Power Rangers. It's amazing. I don't know what it was about that show. But holy shit. I'll still defend Power Rangers. It's even.
Oh yeah,
it's even
they wanted a dark
even,
version, but nobody had the balls to go over to Boom Studios and get the comics.
Even
Like,
the new stuff. As much as I didn't watch it because it looked ridiculous once I got a little bit older, like Zeo Rangers and all that. Now that I'm like old enough and I don't give a fuck anymore, I'm like, what did I miss out on? I'm not going to go back and rewatch it all. But I got to say, the themes and the stories that I've heard actually are pretty interesting. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's just it was for kids, and it's just not interesting as when I get older in high school. I'm not going to be watching Zeo Rangers,
right.
But it does sound pretty cool, and I will admit it.
But bringing it back full circle back to SWAT Cats, like SWAT Cats was the shit growing up on Cartoon Network. It was the #1 syndicated show for Cartoon Network when it was running.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. On Cartoon Network.
On Cartoon Network.
I thought that show came out before Cartoon Network even existed.
No, it came out on Cartoon Network.
Wow,
little old Ted Turner. Little old Ted Turner got too mad and too sad that Captain Planet wasn't doing as well as SWAT Cats, so he had him ripped away.
Wait a minute. No, you're not. You got to get something mixed up here. That could not have been Cartoon Network. You're thinking Fox or something.
No, I am not, motherfucker.
Bro. Fucking SWAT Cats was a.
This sounds like a
right?
battle.
SWAT Cats was part of Hanna-Barbera, which was under Ted Turner's thumb.
Yeah, but that's not Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network, I thought, was until like the late 90s. Or when did Cartoon Network start? I don't know when.
No,
early
what
2000s.
network hosted the Hanna-Barbera cartoons? Cartoon.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Network.
This was a cartoon that was from the Hanna-Barbera shit before, so it's reruns you're watching on Cartoon Network.
No,
when did Cartoon Network start?
Look it up, Peter. Yeah, I'm curious because I thought I'm kind of in alignment with the time frame on this.
92
is when
Cartoon Network was officially launched. Cartoon Network was launched in 1992.
And nobody watched it until 1999.
SWAT Cats.
Doth thou want to pucker its lips upon my ass?
Not yet. I mean, look at the fucking SWAT Cats. Oh, fuck me.
To be fair, on this one, so Cartoon Network was, especially at that time, they were really big on recycling IPs.
Damn it!
Oh,
like they had the whole Space Ghost, and they had.
All right.
So I could see how this could get lumped in with that.
SWAT Cats
Tom and Jerry
was 93.
Justin Soto's in the house. He also thought SWAT Cats was older than Cartoon Network. Wrong.
Thank you, Justin. I'm not alone in this. 93
That's right. You're not
almost
alone.
checks.
But
who
just wait.
watched
Next week,
Network?
Peter's going to have a Mandela effect argument for this one. I guarantee it.
It's Mandela, bro. Everything's Mandela. So, because I remember, I didn't even hear about Cartoon Network until Boy Scouts. That would have been almost.
All right. Also, to be fair, so we moved to the country in '93. That's when we moved to Log Cabin. Had no television.
Yeah,
like you remember that.
Before that. Like, I don't remember Cartoon Network until like 96 is when I remember Cartoon Network being a thing. And we didn't have it. Our neighbors had it. I don't know, dude, I'm with you, Justin. We're not wrong, bro. We're just from the cornucopia verse. Jake is from that new weird shit where they didn't have a cornucopia in the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Whatever.
But dude.
I'm wearing mine right now.
Yeah.
I've got my cornucopias all.
I'll have to draw my cornucopias back in, but yeah, totally.
But
do y'all do that? Do y'all draw them back in? I'm not alone.
Why do they not do that now? Why is Fruit of the Loom not introducing the cornucopia logo now?
And they could call it the vintage run, where they're all tiny whities
and really mess with people.
Boxer briefs don't exist. What did Boxer briefs come out? Because I remember I remember like boxers were maybe think for old people, like old men, were like boxers, not boxer
They were
briefs.
stupid looking.
They were like the
And then
dumb,
Joe
shitty
Boxers came out.
When
Joe
did
Boxer saved me, man. I only wore Joe
Boxer.
Boxers for a long time.
I never did Joe Boxers, but I was always like, oh
Early
my God, that
90s.
looks so comfortable.
All right.
And then like everybody else started doing similar style, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Dude, as soon
Like
as I
underwear
saw,
I can afford.
Oh yeah, Joe Boxers. That's what I wear now. That's what I'm like.
As-
Not Joe
as soon as
Boxer
I-
brand, but that
as
kind
soon
of
as I saw that they made black boxer briefs, I was like, I'm on that because it keeps you together like underwear, but it looks like boxers and it hides that streak when you don't wipe hard enough.
mine are
It
like
does?
bright blue.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I'm wearing the
Are
blue ones today.
Are you
Yep,
sure about that?
I'm wearing the blue ones today.
Huh.
With
Wear
that
black, that way the
modern,
white doesn't show that crustiness.
I will say boxers these days, boxer
Huh.
briefs, that boxer brief shit. Hey, what's going on, man? WWE
What's
fan
going on,
in the
fandom?
house.
What is up, man?
These new boxer briefs of today makes the future worth it, and even this universe totally worth it.
I gotta
because
say to fandom, I gotta say, Roman Reigns was cooking the mic on CM Punk until that very last little clip, and CM Punk buried him.
Is that a recent
Telling
thing?
you.
I haven't kept up with what's going on.
That's okay. I don't mind. It's the gray hair, man. It's the gray. It's coming.
No, he's
through.
talking about your undies.
My undies. Hey, man, you got to hide the crusty. I'm just saying.
I don't
You gotta
understand
have
how
the
anybody still wears the tidy white. Why do they even make the tidy whities anymore? Who the fuck
Yeah,
wears
how-
that shit? That's like a rash, dude. My entire childhood had a rash
It
in
is.
it somewhere.
Yeah. like my son, we're trying to get him out of like the training diapers and into like children's underwear now. And I tell you, I don't remember mine being those colorful when I was little.
Oh,
And
hell no.
It's to hide all the crap that could take place.
You know what? The waterproof diapers, pretty badass. Like that didn't exist. I don't even know if I had diapers. Did we have rags? Did we like use this like reusable rags back in there? Like
I was so wanting to do reusable diapers. Like I was all, I was
I
like
was
mom and dad.
down.
I was like, I want homeschool and I want reusable diapers. And Rachel was like, absolutely fucking not. I am not doing that. And
the one that
after,
changed all the diapers.
obviously
I'd
after
have
like
done it.
1,000 diapers, I'm like, okay, I get it.
no, you just need 10 reusable diapers. That way you have like
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
three that you can just rotate. You rotate, and then while the other ones are washing or whatever, and then when they're washed, you have 7 extra just in case, because accidents happen a lot in a day. So you have your 3 while the other ones are washing. That should be plenty, right? Maybe 4 or
Should be.
5. 5 for a day. I don't remember going through 5 diapers in a day. I don't think that ever happened with my kids.
The
Yeah,
most
no,
I've
yeah,
gone
I don't-
through in a- the most I've gone through in a day with these two has been 4.
Yeah, there's no way it
Yeah,
would
that
goes more
sounds
than
about
that.
right. So I
you
would
have,
say
like,
probably
5.
10.
That's what. Okay, so you have 10 of the reusable ones, right? And that way, if you manage to get through 5, you still have 5 as a backup.
Yeah,
Or,
but that means
as
you're
those
doing
are in the
laundry
wash-
every single day. I don't do
Who
laundry every
doesn't?
day.
I do
Laundry is like a
almost
once a
every
week
day.
thing.
Well, I let it pile in that big giant pile, and then I'll start going
Yeah.
through my pile and washing each pile at a time. But I'll end up washing all 3 piles because I think all my laundry would be like 3 loads. All my laundry, everything I have, 3 loads. Not
What's going
including
on,
my
Will
blankets and towel
Studios?
and everything. But
So,
hey, Will,
man.
what's going on, man? But anyways, these new boxer briefs with this new mesh, whatever they're doing, the breathable shit,
Yep.
I'm 100% down with that. I think it's like the best invention ever made.
100%.
Are these new boxers?
Totally
Almost worth getting rid of the cornucopia verse. However, I don't know. I don't know if I can get rid of Shazam. I don't know if it's worth that.
It's all right. Well, we covered all that under SWAT Cats over on Kickstarter. I put the link. I put the link for the SWAT Cats
Go back to
campaign.
SWAT Cats.
even though you can't back at this
Oh, you
time
can't
because
back
they
it.
shut it down, you can go look at what you missed out on and what I actually became part of because I actually look at other fucking campaigns on other platforms.
Everybody should be doing that. We got to start a whole,
For
group of
shame.
campaigns.
For shame, anybody who didn't back this.
Dude, I'm
Shame to
always
those that
looking
say that
at
they're
it, but-
indie creators and indie backers, but not backing any goddamn books.
Yeah, people are still backing. I'm still backing. The last book I think I backed was on Fund My Comic. And if we were to look, I got to log in. Come on. That
That's
should already
okay.
be logged in.
While we're waiting on that one, let's check out the
the
update for
box.
Spring Ball. Now we noticed over here.
Yeah, Shantan Jetty. That looks cool.
Now look at this. Look at this. I've got 687 comments and 24 updates for SWAT Cats. And the latest update was just 3 days ago. Spring Ball Terminal Monstrosity from Shanth. One update.
Yep.
One update, which was last year in May.
Better have been a good one.
Said thank you, backers. Jesus.
And what else did he say?
Let's see if there's actually anything to read more on.
Did anybody comment that they commented on? 'Cause
Thank
sometimes
you,
gotta
people
do
who
that.
handed
Thank
me
you,
money.
backers.
750,000. That's actually kind of surprising to me because it's a lesser known IP from the time, but apparently they've got enough of a following that.
Yeah.
Of course, that book
Because-
did look badass.
Spring Ball raised $30,000 to fund with the work of creating the first issue. We did it. A big thank you
on,
to
I gotta
everyone who
double check.
backed.
Did
It's
I
been an
back
incredible
that
60
book?
days. Thanks to variant cover artist John Malin, 30-day closeout host Shane Davis, and Ethan Van Sciver for taking the time to share the campaign whenever possible.
Is that this
thank
one
my
here, or are
artist
you looking at
brothers,
a different
Roque and
screen?
Dan.
Wait a minute. What are you reading?
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm over here on Spring Ball now. Oopsie.
Gotcha. He was carried in.
I
I'm over
was
here on
like,
Indiegogo.
SWAT Cats was on Ethan Van Sciver's show.
No, SWAT Cats was on Kickstarter, which we know how that goes with everybody.
Oh, I
But-
didn't back SWAT Cats. Looking at it,
Yeah.
I've only backed one project on Kickstarter, and that was
See.
my cover for Projectile Reptile.
I'm sorry.
I got it. I did get
I'm
it,
glad you got it.
but I won that art contest for that.
Okay.
So I don't know
So
if
SWAT
gotta get
Cats had
refund.
how many?
I know they
Had
paid
like-
well.
24 updates, and the latest one was only 3 days ago. Spring Ball, latest update was getting close to a year ago in May. Thank you,
Okay.
backers.
that was the last update.
That was the last update.
Come on, Shant, you can do a new
This thing better
update.
be a novel.
Yeah.
What's my dashboard? Pledges
Just
in
thank
order.
you, Shane, Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, and all the backers. That's all he had to say in almost a year. That's all he had to say. And then the latest comment was from a guy named Grinner, still unable to manage my shipping address. And that was back in December of last year. What the fuck is going on? Where are these updates for these projects, man?
Yeah, if your campaign takes a minute, that's fine. I've been waiting for years for some, and I actually have no problem continuing to wait. Not at all, really.
I don't
But I
mind
would
waiting.
like an update. Or if you're not going to update, then you need to be on regular appearances on shows so they know that you're still around. You know.
Something.
And I will
yeah.
say, Jonathan Jetty is on live streams frequently, so maybe you can get a hold of him. It would be nice if he was doing updates. It's professional to do updates, but he's not like impossible to get a hold of. You could actually go on a live stream and comment, and he'll say something, or you could probably message him on Twitter, and he'll respond.
30,000.
Does he do his own channel?
I don't know if he does his own channel. I'm sure he does, but he is on the Kings all the time.
Project. It hasn't closed yet.
Dude, no way. That's where it's at right now. Ah, we got to get that thing going. No wonder he hasn't updated. There's no fucking point. There's barely anybody there. Come on,
Well, he's handling
everybody.
it better
Go
than
back Spring Ball. But he's not Rob Hunter, that's for sure.
I just put the link in the chat. Go back Spring Ball.
Go
And
back
by the way,
Spring Ball. Get in touch
Fair,
and
he's
say, hey, if you
handling
leave an
it a lot-
update,
Dude, he's handling it a lot better than Rob Hunter did.
all right, everybody go tell Shantan Jetty if he updates that thing within 1 day, by the 6th, by the end of tomorrow, I will back this book. If he updates it by tomorrow, I will back this
man.
book. And I'll
Update
prove
by
it. I'll
tomorrow,
show
man.
my backing.
Get that coin.
Yeah, dude. Get that extra $30 just for an update. I'll do it.
Yeah, because I already backed at the 55 tier. I got that first issue and that second issue coming to me.
Everything, you've backed everything on there. I can't do that.
I back a lot of shit.
It's not fair. That does look cool, but I actually want to go find the 90s spring balls. I almost went to the comic book store 2 days ago.
Right.
And I think I'm going to go back. We have Bankston's here in Waco. I'm going to go check. Bankston's is a cool comic book store. Okay. I'm going to go check it out and see if they might actually have spring ball. They had Cyber Frog, like old 90s Cyber Frogs. They've got everything at Bankston's.
What was that store that we went to in the mall?
That's Entertainment Mart. That's like a chain.
Entertainment Mart. Okay.
Yeah,
I was telling WW Fandom about that earlier, and I didn't know the name of the place.
Yeah. All right. So it's Entertainment Mart, but there's just like Old Country Buffet used to have a chain, and it was Old Country Buffet, and then Country Buffet, and then like there was a third one. It's all part of the same company. The same thing goes with Entertainment Mart. There's like FYE or whatever, I think. It's like the same kind of thing that FYE used to be. So they're different names in malls, but it's the Entertainment Mart. Sometimes they're called something else in malls, but it's a good store, dude. It's like you can get comics cheap. They have fucking everything there. Except if you're trying to find something like Spring Ball, you're not going to find that at Entertainment Mart. You'll find like a ton of Marvel and DC and some Image.
Yeah.
And then maybe some like back issue shit in the dollar section. Stuff you'd find in the dollar section. A shit ton of variant covers that they can't get rid of. They literally can't give that shit away. But
that sounds about
right.
They
try to sell, bro. What's up with this? I've seen dollar. Okay, what are those free comic book day comics? Free comic book days for like $10. How does that work? How do you sell a free comic book day comic book?
That's interesting.
You know, they just dump that shit off. They're like, here, take it. Just take it. I don't want to store it anymore. And they're like, maybe I can get $1 or $10 off of it. It's not worth $1. It's barely worth $1. It was a free comic book. It shouldn't even be charged $1. That's like
I never attend free comic book day. Down here in Nashville territory, we have a big old used book and CDs and movies outlet called McKay's. I get all my trade paperbacks from there. I just collect trade paperbacks now because I can get most of them from there.
Ollie's, Entertainment Mart, and Bankston Comics. Bankston's is my favorite because they've got a set of the old Eerie comics and the old Weird Science. They have the trade paperbacks of all of those, like the entire run. But they're like $40, $50 a copy.
Holy shit.
And I want them all. But that's where Bankston's gets you because you're not going to get it any cheaper on eBay.
No, not at all.
It's right there. And I can just go down there and get it. And they're really good copies. Like they're not the original comics. They're the trade paperbacks, but they're in perfect condition. It's awesome for reading. And they're oversized. They're like the big ones.
I actually got to go back to McKay's and I got to trade in some paperbacks. I got the first 9 volumes of Saga and there's no end in sight, dude. I don't see this thing ending. It's like One Piece. It just keeps going
Saga,
for no fucking reason. Yeah.
It's like Fables. You go to Ollie's and Ollie's has like the past 5 graphic novels of Fables. And if you had like gone to Ollie's a few years ago, you might have been able to get like the first 3, you know what I mean? Like they had Star Wars and Marvel masterpieces a while back. And now I'm seeing those that I found in Ollie's. I'm finding these graphic novels. They're not even graphic. What are they? They're not quite omnibuses, but they're not graphic novels. They're thick books. I'm finding those in like half price books now for like $30. when they were
Okay.
$5 at Ollie's, or they were like $10 at Ollie's, and then I bought them for $5 because
See, I wouldn't
Sticker-
mind. I wouldn't
stickers.
mind reading Fables because I actually played the video game, The Wolf Among Us, which was based off of Fables. You know, the Telltale games.
Really? I
Yeah.
played The Wolf Among Us. I didn't know that was based off of that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know how
from
I didn't know
Fables.
that, but
Yeah,
remember
I would
that
totally
game.
get into Fables and read that shit.
Is the
if-
game Fable based on Fables?
Yeah, it's inspired by Fables. It's called The Wolf Among Us. I would check it out.
No,
man.
no. Fable's a different
first?
game.
Wait a minute. Which game?
Video
which
game
came
joke.
first?
No, I'm talking about the comic
Fables
book.
or
I'm talking about the
Fables?
comic book.
I just found out that Cuphead came from the video game. That's like not very often you hear that a cartoon came from the video game.
Yeah.
By the way, fuck that game. My daughter's been making me play that game, and that's the most ADD game. It's so fucking intense. Every villain in that game sucks dick. Like, it's so hard. And we're getting through. It takes like 100 tries per villain to beat him. And then you got to go on to the next jackass that you got to learn a whole new fucking thing to beat him with. And we've been playing that game, trying to beat this thing. And you know what I want to do? I just want to play No Man's Sky. I just want to like roam the galaxy and just walk on planets. I don't and mine shit. I don't want all this. I have a stressful day. The last thing I want to do is come home.
Doing No Man's Sky.
The last thing I want to do is come home to the most stressful game ever made. You know what I mean? But it's my daughter.
Just wait until she hooks it, like, because I know her style. Like, she's got great taste in games. Just wait until she tries to get you into like Hollow Knight.
Oh, she's trying to get me into Undertale, and I played that game for a minute.
Undertale, Cuphead, and Hollow Knight are like three of the most difficult games you can get your hands on right now. And where Cuphead is like Contra in that style, the way that they do it.
Yeah.
So, Hollow Knight is like Metroid.
Oh, I'm down for that. I love Metroid.
But you say that now, just wait. It's difficult as shit.
Yeah, but if it's Metroid, I'll do it.
Wait. So it's got like a Metroid layout thing, but it's probably more like Ninja Gaiden.
Okay.
Because I think it's more like swords, not guns.
All right. Ninja Gaiden's a little bit harder, but Ninja Gaiden 2, it took me like, when I was a kid, we all used to go to my grandma's house to play Nintendo, right? And Ninja Gaiden was that game that all the cousins would crowd around the TV and play Ninja Gaiden, but only two people could play, or one person could play Ninja Gaiden at a time. So the entire family event, I would spend, because I'm the younger one out of the group, I'd always be one of the last people that gets to play the game, and everybody's already dispersed by the time I get to play it. It wasn't until my 20s that me and my cousin finally went back to the Nintendo and said, you know what? We never got past like the third level in that game because we're always handing the controller off to the cousins. Let's go beat that fucking game. And then all of a sudden, it was a lot easier to play. And me and him beat that fucking game in like 3 hours. Like 3 hours of trying, we finally beat that fucking game.
Dude, the only reason I beat Ninja Gaiden 2 was because that was still part of the time where they were making walkthrough playbooks.
Yes.
Nintendo Mag.
That is a lost art that needs to be brought back.
Oh yeah,
those things. I used to get my favorite games in the world. Like, I would get the game, and then it'd be like, all right, now let's go get the strategy guide because I'm going all in on this.
Now here's the thing, though.
Notes.
You got it. I agree with you 100%. Gamer, but the problem is, we need those magazines, right? Those like game magazines where it's everything you need to know about the game, and it's in a magazine, and you get the magazine. But these kids these days, they have no idea because there's 100 YouTube videos about it. There's a TikTok channel about it.
All you got Gemini.
Shit. Yeah. The problem is, they'd have no fucking clue how epic it is. Oh, what's Will saying right here?
Have you ever played I Want to Be the Guy?
Is that a game or no?
That sounds like some fucking hentai game.
Or he's like mocking us.
How many wives do you get in that game?
How many virgins do I get when I die in that game?
Hollow Knight is a cool game. Recommend.
So the whole gamer book thing wasn't just that, you need the book so that you can beat the game. It's not. It was a whole thing. You get together, sleep over. It's like a party night. It's Friday night. No more school tomorrow. We can stay up as late as we want, even till 10 o'clock. You know, and you have your book. And we're going through the game. And then when you hit a road bump, you're like, okay, pull out the Bible. You pull the Bible out for the book, you know, for the game, like Metroid, and you're like, okay, this is where we're at. We got the map. We've got to go this way. This is where our villain is. There's like a secret something over here. Oh, here's all the tips and tricks and the annotations, you know. It wasn't like TikTok where it's like instant gratification. Oh, here's how you beat that fucking villain in like 3 seconds. Right. Oh my God. It's not like that. It was a whole event. You'd have pizza, you'd have RC cola, you'd be like fucking playing video games.
If there's two of you and it's a one-player game, you got one guy playing, the other guy's he's navigator. He's reading the book. He said, nope, you got to take the left here.
Yeah, take a left. No. Watch out for this thing. You know what I mean? Not this this modern day instant gratification shit. There's no events. Nobody does sleepovers. Nobody does pizza parties anymore. Try to tell a bunch of kids about pizza party, like, you know, working at a school, you're like, hey, let's do a retro pizza party. And everyone's like, I mean, yeah, I guess. Whatever. Can I get on the computer? Like during your pizza? No, I'm going to bring my projector. I'm going to bring my old school Nintendo.
Yes,
we're going to do a Mario Kart marathon.
Totally accept that. You can get on the computer because we need somebody on Oregon Trail. Stat. While we're doing this over here, you get on Oregon Trail.
Yes, that's the other thing. You might have a Game Boy where you're trying back in the day where it's like, okay, well, we're playing Star Wars because this level is fucking hard. You know, you take on Bart Simpson over on the Game Boy. The third man out, right? The third wheel. Well, he's not alone because we have the Game Boy, and this is around the time the rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable batteries were a thing, so we have rechargeable batteries on the docket, on the dock. As soon as that battery runs out, you save it, whatever. We're gonna swap batteries out, and then we're gonna rotate. So it's my turn to play. I got my navigator. You're on the Game Boy. As soon as I die, we rotate. Boom. That's what it was like in the night, and that'll last you till midnight. As a fucking sixth, seventh grader, fifth grader, whatever. As a kid, that'll last you till 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's a weekend.
Yeah, that's a weekend event, and it's so much fun. Now they're like, oh, let's get on Discord until fucking 9 o'clock, but then that's my bedtime because I've got to get up and study for school. Fuck you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I gotta sneak in on mom and dad. I gotta see what's under mom and dad's bed. You know what I mean? Like there's secrets in the house. You know, it's spring break. Spring break starts today in my district.
There is illegal stuff in the garage.
Dude, have you ever wondered what's in the attic? Remember thinking what's in the attic? What treasures lie in the attic?
Yeah.
When mom and dad are at work and they leave us home alone, the first thing I'm going to do, figure out how to get into the attic. And then once I get into the attic, I'm going to figure out what the fuck is up there. And if it's not immediately apparent, then I got to snoop around the attic and find out what's up there. Because there is something
As a parent, I am going to hide shit in the attic for the children to find.
Damn it. I didn't even think of that. My kids are good.
I didn't either till just now, but I'm going to do it.
But here's the problem. My kids are good. Like they're like good kids.
That's a problem.
Yeah. That's a real problem.
They need to listen to some punk rock. They need to eat some pepperoni bite cheese. What are the fucking pizza bites?
Bro, get this.
Get them some Mountain Dew.
I give them some Mountain Dew or water.
Have they stolen liquor out of your liquor cabinet yet?
No. In fact, I tried to offer them some, and they said, no, Dad. No thanks.
Jake, I know we're derailing you here. I apologize, but I got one thing to say about that, Peter, and then I'll shut up and let it move on. So I made all this wine that I was joking about earlier. And so one of the wines that I made is a blackberry wine because they had blackberry juice at Walmart. It was like a seasonal thing. So I made blackberry wine. And I was like, Savannah might be interested in this because when we did Stardew Valley, one of our things was making blackberry wine. That was one of the things we were playing it together and all this stuff. So we made blackberry wine in the game. And I was like, so I made blackberry wine. And last night was the first time. I'm like, here, Rachel, try some. I really like it. The blackberry came out. It's probably my favorite out of all of them. And Savvy's sitting on the couch. I was like, Savvy, you want to try? And she's like, no, she doesn't like it. She's never once wanted to try beer or wine or anything.
Yeah,
She's not
that's
interested
my
in alcohol.
kids.
Yeah. Which cool, good. I'm a good dad and all, but I'm also like, but it's blackberry like Stardew Valley.
Oh,
And so she took her first sip of alcohol, and it was my homemade blackberry wine.
All right, now my kids have tasted alcohol, but they don't like it. They think it's disgusting, and they don't want to even try it. It doesn't matter what it tastes like. You know what they like? It used to be, let's go to HTO, right? We got to get an HTO. But you know what the new thing is? Dutch Brothers. And they somehow wrangled me into the sticker. See, the problem with Dutch Brothers is that they do this thing where they give out free stickers. They're Dutch Bro stickers, but only on the first Wednesday of the month. Now, because I am a fucking sticker fanatic, and they usually have pretty cool stickers, I'm instantly sold on the idea of stickers. You have to go there to get the sticker. Well, my kids have now wrangled me into this is the thing we do the first Wednesday of the month. We go, and because their drinks have energy drinks in them, Wednesdays we go get energy drink, or I get an energy drink. It's like flavored beverages. Like I like this electric berry one. It's like blueberry and like green lime or some shit, like lime and blueberry or raspberry. I don't even know what the fuck's in it. They have one called the Shark Bite. That my kids like boba, so they're like into the boba shit. But you can get it called a Rebel, and they put a fucking Red Bull in the thing. And so I'm like, all right, now it tastes like Red Bull, but whatever. It's Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. So I guess we're going to stay up all night. But I got a sticker. Anyways,
Nice.
That's what they're into now. They're not into like video games, sleepovers, and pizza parties. They're into, hey, I want to be on Discord with my buddies all night long until 9 o'clock before I have to finish my studies and then go to bed. I'm like, fucking nerds. The hell? My kids are nerds. I would have made fun of my kids growing up. Nah.
Good gravy.
I don't deserve to have kids like that. I was a wild child.
Yeah, I was
So I'm
too.
gonna do
And
my
Wesley's
diligence.
making me pay for it.
I'm going to make sure my kids, I'm going to do everything to make sure that my kids, they got it right. They're going to be good kids, and I'm not going to be punished. That's why I'm a substitute teacher, so that I can go get punished.
That's where your
otherwise.
punishment is.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure my kids are good.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, I can back this project.
All right, what is this?
All
What
right.
is this you're
Yeah,
looking
I
at,
see you
Jake?
scrolling through this. Let us know what's going on here.
All right.
So this is the Relentless Tin Soldier. I heard about this early on when I first came into the indie circuit, and he had already finished one, was fulfilling issue 2, and Kemosabe was actually doing comic book reviews on his channel, and he reviewed Relentless Tin Soldier issue 2, and he actually dogged it for not having the actual titular character in the second issue. But
how does that work? Tin soldiers,
just storytelling, bad storytelling, I guess. But this is issue 4 over on Kickstarter right now, and it did really well the first and second go around. But this issue 4 only $639 of a 500 goal,
and you
I want to
get
know where all the
1 and
backers
3.
went.
Yeah. Is the story bad? Did they lose?
Ooh, he's out of Dallas. It's a Texas boy.
What's his name? Nicholas?
His name is Nicholas Greer.
Greer. Okay.
Or Nicholas Gear, my bad.
Gear. This actually doesn't look bad. The artwork looks good. Like I like
the
that.
interior. Check out this interior. This is really good.
Nicholas Gear. That sounds familiar. Gear sounds familiar.
Yeah, because he was around the circuit for a while at the beginning.
I guess so. What is that? Does he just like disappear? And that's because if I had heard this guy was making the rounds. So what's the deal? Did he like just get mad at the drama and then leave?
I have no idea. I have no idea what his backstory is. But I just saw this when I came over here, and I was like, I remember that character. I wanted to see where it's at now. And it's on issue 4.
What's that?
Kind of looks like a cross. It looks like a cross between Colossus and the Rocketeer.
That's what I was thinking. Rocketeer and Colossus. Yeah. You're right. It is Colossus and the Rocketeer. Okay. Which that's pretty. That's
and Beast Boy. Sorry.
That's a unique costume. That's Beast Boy right there. Yeah. That's cool artwork. Yeah. Okay. So when you've got these derivative characters, there's something that kind of bugs me is here's the option. We actually have the opportunity, right? With a privilege to be able to make amazing stories with an actual backing, a built-in backing. Comicsgate is amazing, right? We have a community of people that just want to read good, awesome comic books. This is a privilege in history of humanity. You can actually make money doing things you love, like comic books. Go make amazing comic books. And here's a following. Like here's an amazing community of people who love to just back books like Jake. You know, if it looks cool, I'm going to back it. So, but, and I'm not saying anything about this book, even though it's kind of Colossus, and I would say more Colossus than Rocketeer. Why are we making books that are obvious copies, derivatives, ripoffs of?
That's a very visceral, like that's on the surface level thing. Like on the surface level, it's Colossus Rocketeer.
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about the concept. Not, you know what? This comic book aside.
Yeah.
Why are we making these other books that are derivative, ripoff, spoofs, whatever of mainstream characters?
I'll tell you exactly why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because you have a fan who, you know, they want to do this. This is the thing they want to do, and they have just they read another comic book and they have an inkling of an idea of like, well, I would have done it slightly different, and they go out and they have enough gumption to go out there and make the thing, but they don't have enough.
So they're like, I want a Superman book,
meat. They don't have enough meat
to
it.
I don't like how it's woke or whatever's happening or whatever their argument is. I would have done it like this. And so instead of making a story that's unique, they're like, this is the story of what if, you know, Colossus was fighting this monkey character, whatever. Like this is just, and he's got an Eddie Smith cover and a Graham Nolan cover. Holy shit. Now Jake, now hold on there a minute.
This is a good example. No. I like this because here's the thing. Just like everybody else.
There's a difference.
I have watched, I have read novels, I've read comic books, I have seen movies of characters that I am like inspired by. I come up with my own derivative ideas. I have like my own ideas of a story that I would like to tell. Yeah, but the thing is, I immediately realize how derivative it is, and then I will spend time in this circumstance, probably 10 years, fleshing out my own story. Now, that's way too long for a lot of people. I understand that. But I will spend years figuring out the storyline and getting it to a point where it's like it is no longer derivative of that thing from 10 years ago.
Now, hold on.
People are not taking the time on that.
Invincible is an obvious derivative from the mainstream.
No, that's a parody. That's not even a derivative. That's a parody.
It's a parody, just like Venture Brothers was a parody. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Because Venture Brothers is a unique case because there was a cartoon. They're not selling comic books. It's whatever. As far as Invincible goes, what came first, Invincible or Walking Dead? I'm assuming Walking Dead, which was a smash hit, which allowed everything that guy ever does from the rest of his life to be a smash hit. Just look at Frank Miller. That guy is producing dog shit artwork after decades of amazing work. He's an old man. He's still making his money. Good. Godspeed, Frank Miller. I love you. I love every shitty cover you put out nowadays. It's the beauty of the idea that like it's Frank Miller. He can fucking shit on a page and it'll be a fucking Wolverine cover. Even though he didn't like Wolverine from what I understand. For the longest time. His artwork is not, I wouldn't even know, dude, I don't even know if I would bid on a Frank Miller cover based off of what he's been putting out nowadays. But I hope to God he made $1 million off of it.
People said that about Michelangelo.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Yes, he put out the David. He did like the all of that stuff, and then he went into like when he was in his 80s, and he had those piece of shit little statues that he would do, and people were like, I don't even think I would bid on one of his piece of shit statues
No, bro. Hold on a minute. There's a little difference between Frank Miller and Michelangelo, right? There's got to be. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen. Jake, you got to show this.
I'm sorry. I instigated this, Jake. I apologize.
Jake, Stanley brought you into this. This is, tell me how much you would bid on this fucking piece right here. Share screen. Yeah. Share screen window. Here we go. All right. The original, minus the colors. This is like not even the first rendition of colors, right? This is the good rendition of coloring, by the way. How much would you bid on this? It's Frank Miller. Frank Miller, Sin City Frank Miller. Legend Frank Miller. How much would you bid on this?
Which
even though it's
did
Frank
he wipe
Miller
with it?
This is fucking couple years ago. Now, this is not, but everybody watch, this is not me talking shit about Frank Miller. This is me talking about Frank Miller can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he can get paid. And he got paid, I hope, a lot of money for this piece of work. Now, would I bid on this piece? How much would I bid on this piece is the question. Because if I'm bidding on it, I'm a Frank Miller fan. I love Frank Miller. It's not something I resell, right? I don't know if I'd bid on this piece more than like.
All right. You make a very solid argument here.
This is Frank Miller, and like I said,
can you pull up like an old? Can you pull up an old Spawn covers for reference?
Well, that's Frank Miller. Well, let's look at Frank Miller Wolverine. His first dab at Wolverine is this. Where's it at? Come on,
Jake
now.
gave up on you.
Did he? This is Frank Miller, bro. This is the very first issue of Wolverine. Frank Miller. This is before Sin City. This is Frank Miller right here. I love Frank Miller. I don't know that I would bid on this. Maybe $100, $200. I would not even go anywhere near like $500 for maybe five. Maybe if I'm a super Frank Miller fan, I might bid. If I was going to bid more than that, it's only because of how atrocious this is, right? Not because I'm a big Frank Miller fan, because this is bad. Like Michelangelo's different. Obviously, his later works wasn't very good. His later sculptures, like I don't know if he was going into dementia or whatever.
They were very pared down. They're just pared down, is what they are. He did the same thing Picasso did, where at the end of his career, instead of like making it super lifelike, he's like, let me see if I can do whatever that's called when you stylize it.
No, that's not what happened to Michelangelo. Michelangelo started getting old and he could not fucking do it anymore. So he started.
Wasn't he like 50?
Whatever. I don't know how old he was. What I'm saying is his last sculpture was like, I'm on my deathbed. I can't even fucking chisel. So it looks like a ghost. Like his last sculpture was not even like they say, oh, it's an unfinished sculpture. No. That bitch was finished, dude. He was.
It wasn't going anywhere after that. Yeah. Like if you look at it, you're like, oh no, it's
and
done.
You're like, Michelangelo's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that's what they should have named that piece. That's what that says. You should have been named. Michelangelo's done.
Finite, right? Let's get an Italian. But I love Frank Miller's work, man. But this is not shit talking Frank Miller. Maybe it sounds like shit talking. I am not going to bid on this piece. This is Frank Miller
talking, but I mean, you make a very
the shit talking is in the idea that this motherfucker should not be doing anything. He should be retired. Why are we bleeding? It's like Stanley. Why are we bleeding this out of these people? Let him fucking live in a fucking mansion down by the ocean.
No, I agree. Send him off the pasture. I get that. I agree.
I hope Marvel paid $1 million for this piece. I hope they paid $5 million. Give Frank Miller every fucking dime you have. It's Frank Miller. He's one of the last greats you ever had.
But am I wrong? Frank Miller did Spawn, right?
No,
Or did I
that's
get that
Todd,
wrong?
No. Todd
That's
McFarlane
Todd
did
McFarlane. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Okay.
Sin City. That's
Yep.
Frank Miller. Okay.
Gotcha.
The original Wolverine, which is what got him, kind of on the map, I guess. I don't know. I don't know his whole career. Sorry, everybody. But my knowledge of Frank Miller starts with Wolverine and it ends with Wolverine. And Sin City's in there somewhere. And I love Sin City. Sin City's awesome.
Yeah, Sin City's
but from my understanding, he did this Wolverine series and did not like Wolverine. And so when he made Sin City, he had a character called Weevil or Weeble or something. And it was making fun of Wolverine because he hated being the Wolverine artist or whatever. With that said, and he also did Batman. He did a lot of shit. Now his Batman story
300
was
too, right?
He did
300.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I've actually got this book right here, Batman: The Dark Knight. I've got it actually right over here. I got it at Ollie's, which tells you a lot, okay, about the Batman: The Dark Knight. It's not a bad story, but his Batman artwork is where you start. Oh my God, look at this dude. This is where you start to see Frank Miller losing it. Like, this is modern Frank Miller. Okay. This is very far stretch from Sin City. Again, I hope Frank Miller made $1 million off this fucking piece from DC. It's Frank fucking Miller, dude. Anyways, that's just talking Frank Miller. I would, however, pay how much for Sin City? A Sin City piece. Any one of his Sin City pieces of artwork, dude. Any one of
dude, all the way to the top.
Which one?
Second from the right.
This one? Marv?
Second from the right.
Oh, yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This one right here.
Obviously.
Yeah. No, he's got better ones when it comes to the girls, the ladies. He's got some good ladies. I like his Yellow Bastard artwork was pretty good, and his Marv artwork is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. They did a fantastic job making Marv the character.
Oh, this one, dude, look at that right there with the colors.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That was one of the things that the colorization, the way that he did it, that real high stark contrast with the I don't know what you call that, the way that he colorized it with just the one color.
Yeah, just that one color.
Yeah, that was really, really unique.
Sin City is a masterpiece. His artwork.
Yeah, I agree.
And when they made the movie,
that's the best way of describing it. It is a masterpiece.
Yeah, and I got one. I actually have some of the original issues of some of his books. I might even have a Frank Miller signed comic. To be honest, I'm not sure. I got a bunch of Frank Miller stuff, and I want to say one of them was signed, but it wasn't like the Marv. It was like one of the weird stories that he did that wasn't very popular.
The Sin City Tangent storylines,
like Hell and Back or something like that. Like one of these weird ones that he did. I want to say that one. I got one of those signed. Like I bought it off the internet signed, so who knows if it's even actually his signature. But anyways, like this is fucking prime Frank Miller right here. But anyways, I don't know how we got onto like the Frank Miller shit. Like this is Frank Miller now. So I'm hoping he's making a lot of money for his family. He's doing good by his family by doing this stuff. But we were talking about shit, dude. We were talking about comic books.
We were talking about Rocketeer Colossus.
Oh, Rocketeer Colossus. All right. So Rocketeer Colossus. When we're doing when I'm looking at these books, these campaigns, I'm kind of tired of these derivatives. Oh, Jake. Okay, so Jake brought up full circle. Jake brought up Invincible, and I was wondering if Invincible came out before Walking Dead. Walking Dead obviously was a smash hit, so I'm wondering if Invincible was a smash hit because obviously it's Walking Dead, so he's got some notoriety, right? So obviously he can make some money off of Invincible. Is a great story, but to be fair, Invincible is also Dragon Ball Z. It's Superman. It's obviously derivative. It's Venture Brothers. It's his version of the Venture Brothers, essentially. Like, let's the spoof off of all the mainstream stuff, but it's the Dragon Ball Z take. When it comes to the Viltrumites, they're literally the Saiyans. Now, Jake, you are muted. I don't know if you can hear me. Pretty sure you're muted. It looked like you said something a second ago, but
Oh, there we go.
there we go.
There it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for that art.
I was just actually had never seen this piece right here, but I'd maybe pay
that's
$100,
rough.
$200 for this. Was this the inspiration for the bat logo
Yeah.
that they?
That was
absolutely
one of the
used?
things we didn't want to talk about, but like that logo was one of the worst. It's just Sharpie marker on the chest.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
It's the Batman symbol from the 2003 cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Okay.
Yeah,
Frank,
the
how old
body
is-
proportions are so weird.
How old is Frank Miller that this is what is going on? These monkey poses he's given all his character, like all these characters, these weird, like Wolverine taking a shit, you know,
Yeah.
Batman
Taking
on
a
a
shit.
wire, but taking a shit. Like, oh, there's a Beast one too. Where's the Beast one? Frank Miller.
Why are all of his
Beast.
characters gorilla knuckling everything now?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Here, Batman Wolverine. Let's take a look at that. There's a Beast cover. Oh my God! Why is
This
I
is
can't-
this is nightclub drone footage of them taking a shit in the
First
same
of all,
stall.
yeah, Wolverine's bubbling, so I guess they're in the water. Batman's taking a shit. Everybody looks like they're taking a shit, dude.
They are
It
dancing
makes
at a rave.
sense. No, Frank Miller's his whole thing. He's an old man. Everything is revolves around his shit schedule. It makes sense, dude. When you're an old man, come on, dude. The only thing you look forward to in your day is taking a shit. That's why everybody looks like they're taking a shit. All right, I'm not gonna dog on Frank Miller here. I mean, I'm not gonna continue this.
Does he have any pictures of somebody who's just like standing prone, maybe holding a book?
Oh, this was a cool cover, though. This was a good one. This is back in the day. I'm going to finish my conversation of Frank Miller on a good note here. This is a good piece. This is Wolverine in a pile of ninjas. Like, that's cool.
That
like
was
that.
so. I have.
This is back in the day.
issues. I have just some tiny nuance issues with the coloring, but the tiny nuance issues aside, I love the contrast of coloring between Wolverine and the other guys to make him stand out.
I like that the ninjas are all like one color so that it's like a big
Yes.
blob of ninjas, and Wolverine is the thing that pops out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then on top of that, like he's the one that's all primaries, and they're in like those dull greens.
Oh yeah. I like that. Now none of that has anything to do with Frank. He just inked it. He drew and
Yeah.
inked it, right? I don't think he colored it. But this is like actually a really cool Frank Miller piece. But when we're talking about like Invincible, when we're talking about like derivatives of the mainstream, right?
Yeah.
My point was that, like, first of all, Invincible, multi-million-dollar franchise. Venture Brothers, huge, big, giant franchise. Derivative spoofs are fine. And I guess you got to start somewhere. But the problem is, none of the stuff I'm talking about are clever uses or mergers of like Invincible is like a merge between Dragon Ball Z and the mainstream comics, and he does a funny little twist, but then he does kind of add his own thing, and it does branch out into something in the same way Venture Brothers does.
He gives it. Venture Brothers is a comedic parody. Invincible is not. Invincible is, we know this archetype. This is a more realistic view, or a completely different point of view on the archetype.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I understand the similarities to Venture Brothers, but where Venture Brothers is completely for comedic reasons, Invincible is actually like, we're going to take a more serious approach to like these superhumans, but if they had their own, emotional, like what emotional
The
things
Boys.
could actually be driving them.
The Boys is
It's very
another
similar,
one.
like to The Boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. I mean,
The Watchmen is like, but now The Watchmen obviously
Yeah.
predates all this shit. The Watchmen actually having a really solid point, like that's a really good storyline using tropes from the original comic books. But with that said, more derivatives where you're like, this is what I want to do with that character is not the same thing as I'm going to take the DC universe and I'm going to make a unique concept or an interesting idea, take on the entire DC universe. I've heard people say, well, this is what I would have done with the DC universe. This is what I would have done with this character. And that's fine. But don't expect to keep getting funded book after book after book based off of, make one graphic novel with what you would have done with one story with that character. Don't make a big ongoing thing out of it. Don't try to make a living off of that. Make something of your own. Like Invincible did that. They made a really interesting story, and I love those characters. And the lore and the connection to the universe, the DC, makes it that much better.
Right.
Especially when you know his history with all the comic book world.
Well,
So I want to see more original concepts in the indie space,
Well, here's one that I just checked out. This one's on Fund My Comic. It's called The Remnant: Thief in the Night, and the art's actually pretty decent.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Scroll down.
All right, here we go. Links in the comment section. If you guys want to check it out, they got video to play.
Oh,
I want to see this art, but I also want to see those numbers in a second. Not right now.
That's a good artist, right? Is that that looks like the guy that did the Cobalt cover or the colorist or something? That's that from what I'm seeing right here.
No, that's Said Knock-On and Brian Magne, whatever those names are.
Yeah.
He was the said
Thief in
knock
the
him of
Night.
his day.
This ain't too bad.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good stuff. That looks like
Who's the
solid.
colorist? This colorist is doing a really good job. I'm not like the art is good. The art is good, but
Yeah,
the
art's pretty
colorist
good, but-
he's matching it.
All right. So we're right back.
This is my favorite piece right here. This one right here, and then that very first cover. That's the selling point right here. That's pretty badass. So what's this story about? Eli Royalty Caldwell is a champion mixed martial artist. At the height of his fame, he had it all: money, fame, and notoriety, and an ego to match it. When tragedy strikes, Eli is forced to reevaluate what is truly important in life. Out of pain and humility, a new destiny unfolds. Eli Caldwell, no longer the same selfish man, dedicates his life to helping those ignored by society and punishing the predators destroying Sylar City. Eli is now the hero known as Thief in the Night. Okay, that's not a name of a hero. That's just what the title will be.
Yeah, that's
I
the
wouldn't
thing
go
that
around
they
calling
call
him. Hey, this is Red Wing to Thief in the Night. Are you there, Thief in the Night?
Hey, I'm Mark. Thief in the Night, Mark.
Yeah, right. A Thief in the Night is not the name that you would go by. It's a fine title, but I mean it's an overused title. I think there's like 10 fucking movies with that.
I'll
name.
jump on that joke with you, but I will say, like, at least it is a different approach to the name of the character. Like, instead of them being like, he has to have that, I don't know what that's called, but the Dark Wing, whatever.
Night.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're just like, we're gonna go a little bit different. Thief in the Night, little out there. It's a different approach. I can let that slide.
Yeah. This one looks so different compared to that top one too. This one makes him look more like a cyborg than it does a person in a suit. This looks like a mechanical body almost.
Yeah. Was that a Nazi symbol?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is he a good guy Nazi or is there? I can't see very well.
Does this take place in like the 50s? Why is there a Nazi symbol on the character?
Well, hey now, come on now. Even in Batman Under the Red Hood, when they were fighting, when Red Hood and Batman were fighting a group, there was Captain Nazi who was part of the group.
No.
But
There are 3 main villains in the world: Nazis, orbs, and AI.
yeah.
Like
Right.
I have no problems with
Here's
that.
the
Like,
thing.
and being an Indiana Jones guy, like I appreciate the Nazi bad guy.
Now, I hear at this point, sorry, we were so far like past that war. Nobody even exists hardly that was there or remembers anything about it other than grandpa's stories, right? So that's not my villain. The only way to have a Nazi in a story is if you're doing some weird fucking goofy thing like Kung Fury, okay? If you're making like a silly goof out of the Nazis, that's one thing. But to actually have a Nazi villain at this point, like what does anybody know about Nazis anymore? The only time I hear
They know
Nazi,
the
I
things
think,
they've learned from the Marvel movies.
yeah, but that's not their villain. Go Taliban or something. That's our generation's villain.
No, we've sided with the Taliban now. You got to find a different one.
ISIS, whatever. What
I
are the
thought,
bad guys? The
No,
Chinese.
we
I don't care. Find a
sided
villain
with-
of your, find your
Venezuela.
modern day
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yeah, Maduro. Get a Maduro in there, and now we can talk. Get an Epstein. Fucking Epstein. Everybody hates Epstein. Epstein should be the new Nazi because, like,
and he has his Skull Island, Skull Fuck Island.
yeah, exactly. Get Epstein's the new villain because Nazis. It's like I can't relate to Nazis being the villains. Not because I don't
Whoever's
hate
watching
Nazis,
this
but
and
because
writes that
Nazis
comic
don't
book, I want writer credits.
Nazis don't exist anymore. So even if you're doing unless you're doing a World War II comic book, not a World War II time period of your fucking Power Rangers or your modern day bullshit, like I'm sorry, like Nazis are fucking they're played out. If it's not like some key factor, because there was another comic we talked about in recent history that had to do with Nazis, and I was kind of the same way. I'm like, why are we, like this story would fit just as fine in modern times. Why are we taking place in the 30s? Like, why is this? Do you remember that story, Jake?
Yeah, and my argument was nobody is original anymore. They don't know how to make a fucking name for a terrorist group. They just go straight to Nazi.
Nazis
It's like
is
if
too
you want to
easy.
call yourself a creative writer, you could have come up with something else other than fucking Nazi. It needs
Makes
to quit being the
ISIS
go-to.
and Nazi. They're Niceys.
Yeah. Nikes.
What's going on, Tank?
What's going on, Tank?
Good to
Man.
see you here.
And how come nobody ever talks about Stalin? How come you don't have like people saying like Stalinites?
No, because his ideas
How
weren't that bad.
uneducated people are. You know what? It's like,
There is a way to
Spanish-
do them.
There was the Spanish Inquisition when the Spanish were all going and raping.
Bro,
Well
Inquisition.
said.
Yeah,
Well
Inquisition's
said.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude,
Inquisition.
it drives me up a wall. It drives me up a
Dude.
fucking wall.
How
The
come
Native
nobody talks about
Americans?
Quixote? You know what I mean?
Dude, Megan, her mom came from the Philippines, right? And her side's all left and progressive and all that shit, and it's all about white males are the problem, white supremacy is an issue.
Yeah.
Well,
She's not wrong.
motherfucker,
Yeah,
all
she is.
3 of your mother's daughters married a white man. All right. So you're riding that coattail as much as you
Yeah.
want to bitch about it. And 2, let's go back and look at your mom's history.
And what
are
country do they all
bitching
wanna
about the
come
Spanish
to?
Inquisition that took place over 300 years ago? If they are, it's because they got nothing else going on in that third world country of bananas and pine cones.
And they came here to a country
Wow,
built.
Jake, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it drives me up a fucking wall. There's such a problem with white supremacy. Bitch, you're sucking white dick at night. I don't want to hear it. I didn't see
Hold on a second.
one of you date a black dude throughout your whole high school or college years. I didn't see you
Oh,
date
you scared Peter off.
No,
How
I'm
the
still
fuck
here,
is
guys.
that? You
No, I'm
scared
still
Peter's video off.
No, I
scared about
don't know. Some of them white people though, they're pretty bad. Am I right, lefties? They're fucking white people. Am I right? Those
I'm telling you, dude.
Epstein
It
people.
drives me up a fucking wall. Oh, white
But you don't put a
supremacy.
big. Okay, there
White
is a
males
way
won't
to
let
do
us leave
Nazis
space.
right. The Tank Ferret
Well,
said, there is a way to do it, but a big giant fucking swastika on your villain's chest is not the way.
Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
That's what we're here for, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, Jake, but
Hey,
You know what? I just realized what the latest book I backed is. And I forgot I backed it because I was fucking hammered when I backed it. But I'm glad I did because I've actually been wanting to back this for a minute.
Cliff Notes on white supremacy.
I'm just saying.
All right, here, check this out. Now, I'm sharing screen. I love indie books. I love like I love these kind of books, and I love this creator, Rex Christian. He does a Devil Flyer channel.
Oh, Devil Flyer. Okay.
Yeah. I love Rex. He's a great guy. His channel is awesome. I love going in his chat. You know, when he's live, and I'm like, barbecuing is the best fucking thing ever, dude. I'm barbecuing. I'm in Rex's chat, just barbecuing, drinking, and chatting.
Oh, shit.
The Devil Flyer. I just backed his book. He's got a Dillard cover, John Dillard, a tortured. Hold on, do I got to do it like this?
Yes.
A tortured soul comes back to Earth to save it, but can he? Devil Flyer. A devil's weapon has been a passion project for Rex. Oh, hold on, that's not the story.
Hold on a second. Devil Flyer. A devil's weapon has been a passion project for Rex Christian and John Melendez for nearly 3 years to bring you a comic experience like no other. A lone fighter who fights his past as much as his future, Devil Flyer takes flight in the city to stop evil from consuming it, with dire consequences to the victor, whomever that may be. The Marco crime family fights a game of death. Winner takes all against our Stark hero. Win or lose, heads will roll. A devil's weapon is needed to make a difference for good, or is it? We will see.
So
The high-flying Devil Flyer. Anyways, Devil Flyer.
what's really funny about this, just real quick, for anybody who's watching who is not aware, he cannot hear his voice. So I'm going.
There, how's that? Damn it!
Yeah,
I'm not doing it all in
realize. He doesn't realize when he went from one voice to another sometimes. So
I thought I was doing my normal voice. That's good. You should have said anything, dude. I would have kept going with like baby voice. Hold on.
We see the high-flying Devil Flyer embroiled in a conflict that will take him
That's it
deeper
right
and
there.
closer to a darker conflict while searching for the truth about himself and the world he protects. If you like heroic drama adventure with interlinking characters, conflict, and consequences, you will love Devil Flyer!
Is that good? I still can't hear it, so I'm assuming.
yeah,
that-
he can't. He only hears his real voice. So Peter, you've got to go back and rewatch like your little segment
Really?
there for review.
Yeah. Now you got to do is sing Witch Doctor.
Everything might have its price, but why? But what if that price were too high to pay? What would you die for? There will be clues to his origin and past. Born a man of conflict in 1899, Devil Flyer has had many trials, but been in 2 wars, much time lost. Devil Flyer burst upon every Chicago to save cities. Okay. All right. Let's just look at the artwork. How about we do that?
What's going on, Mo Biggs?
What's up, Mo Biggs?
Good to see you, man.
Did you catch that, Mo? No, he couldn't have caught that. He'd be giving me shit if he did.
Give him a moment.
All right, here we go.
Probably
Devil
caught off guard
Flyer.
for a second.
Now I like indie stuff. I like Rex, so I backed his book. I actually and we got classic 6 a.m. 6 a.m. doing some stickers. This has to be for
Hell
stickers.
yeah. That actually looks good.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this. Whatever this character is, I don't know. All right. By Dionysios. Man, I got to do some stuff for you, Rex. If you're watching this, hit me up, man. I got to do some work for this book. I want to do some artwork for this because it looks cool. I backed it, and I like this artwork.
Can somebody please clip Peter's comment there and send it to him? Like, he needs to see that.
I will see it. I'm gonna go back and watch it tomorrow.
Peter, you need to clip this. You need to clip that moment. We're at the 1 hour 35 minute mark. You need to clip that thing you just said and send it to him.
All right, and I'll check it out and send it to me. And then
you have to go back and rewatch a little bit there, Mo. We've had some moments this episode.
Yeah, bro. You're late. You're late to the party because I've been an asshole and idiot all day.
Tank Ferris said he did a couple pieces for this book.
Yeah, look at this.
Nice.
This looks fucking awesome. I like it. He's got a lot of stuff, and he's talked to me about it.
Tank, is any of your stuff like shown over here?
Who's this? Who's that supposed to be? Rob.
Who do you think that's supposed to be?
Ewing. Is that Ethan? Why is he wearing like a Bulls? That's not Rex. That's not what Rex looks like.
No.
Who is that?
I don't know.
It's Rex drawing someone else.
A hat.
Maybe, but that's not Rex. Funds from this project will go to my publishing of this comic as well as help printing. Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. That's interesting. I've never even seen this piece. How does that fit into this story?
The colorization, I like.
Yeah, colors are pretty good. Who did that? Midnight George Peter Gatsis. I've heard that name before. That's what never fails to amaze me. Rex gets like people on his channel, and I'm like, bro, how'd you get that person? Like, send them my way. I'll take them. Like, I want them on our channels. Jake, we got to go into Rex's chat, and we got to start like sniping his guests and his artists.
All right,
and everything.
Do that.
Rex, we're coming for you, dude. We're gonna get you. We're gonna snipe everybody. No way. That is not Rex. That's not Rex. How's that Rex? That's not Rex.
The little one that he's drawing is Rex.
It's the same guy. Hold on. We're going to look up Rex. I'll show you what Rex looks like. Because he's probably live right now. That dude's always live. Right here. Devil Flyer. Live stream. Last stream. What's new, everybody? Right there. Maybe it is Rex. That's supposed to be Rex?
It looks like Greg Popovich.
I guess it is supposed to be Rex.
Coaching the Spurs.
This guy? This is Rex. This is the guy I'm always telling y'all. Bro, I'm in Rex's channel. I'm in Devil Flyer's channel right now, drinking my ass off. I'm about to go live on his channel with him.
That's the poor guy that you're like harassing?
Yes! This is the guy that I'm constantly harassing.
Rex, I'm so sorry, dude. I tried.
They're not getting Rex. They can't watch me all the time. And when I tell them I'm going on Rex's channel because he gave me the link, and then you're like, Godspeed, Rex. These are the guys.
It is a different angle. Maybe that's it. It's the angle. There's a slightly different angle.
Yeah. Everybody needs to go check out Devil Flyer, his channel. Devil Flyer, what, Momentum? That
dude's always live. Get that. I want to talk to that guy. Get him on here, please.
Dude, he's always live. Look at this. Look at this. One day ago.
You can go live to both channels.
One day ago, 5 days ago. Okay, now he did take a hiatus recently, But you've got like 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. He would do like streams every fucking day almost. Like every day at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Oh, you know what? Maybe there's another channel with him on it. What is it called? 4 o'clock something. Because he's live like every day at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Shadow? Is that what it's called? I think 4 o'clock Shadow. Hold on. 4 o'clock Shadow.
How to shape a 5 o'clock.
Oh, there.
This is how you shape a 5 o'clock shadow right here.
Nah, he's always live 4 o'clock, dude. Right here. I guess it is on the Devil Flyer Momentum channel. 4 o'clock Shadow.
Mo says, "What happened to the Rex, Hex, and Apex show?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
what happened to that?
It's like they stopped it for some reason.
I think that a lot. Dude, come on. I know I've been watching these shows for years. I can only imagine what it's like putting these shows on for years. We struggle to put on a show a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These guys have been putting shows on every day. Rex was doing it like 4 o'clock every day on the dot. That's got to take a toll after a while. You're just like, fuck, man, I need a fucking break. So every time somebody disappears for a couple weeks, I'm fine with it. I'm like, take your break, dude. I get it, because I watch this shit every day, and I can only imagine what it's like putting it on.
Their last video was 7 months ago, but hey, they streamed 12 days ago.
Which who? Rex?
Yeah, Apex Comics, Rex, Hex, and Apex.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Rex doesn't put out videos. He does live streams all the time.
Yeah,
How
but
many
Apex,
subscribers
he
does he
does
have? I can't see.
562. But he's got 2,300 videos.
Holy shit!
And those are mostly those have got to be like. Does he even do shorts? He's got 3.
It's all live streams.
It's all live streams. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, that's hard.
They're not even videos. Look at his video. He's got one video.
Over 2,000 live streams.
He's got 3 shorts, 1 video. They are all live streams.
Wow.
Every day.
That's
what I'm
hardcore.
saying, dude. Rex is awesome. He's an awesome streamer. He needs more subscribers because he puts on a very entertaining show, especially when I'm in the chat, especially when I jump on stream drunk as fuck and they put up with my bullshit. It's very entertaining stuff. I totally support
when you jump
Rex.
on in the chat.
No. His show is awesome. Even if when I'm like just drinking, sometimes I'm in the chat or I'm watching and he doesn't even know I'm watching. Or sometimes I'll even catch the replay because I'm like, I love listening to Rex. I love him, like listening to him and everybody he has on his show. It's a bunch of dudes. It's like a bunch of old dudes talking about cool shit. You know what I mean? It's like hanging out with dad talking about cool shit. It's like, that's the vibe, you get from it. It's a cool vibe. And I love barbecuing, drinking, and listening and talking in the chat. And then sometimes he's stupid and lets me on. The last time I went on, I forgot that I had been on his show in the past. I was like, I just want to thank Rex. Thank you for bringing me on. This is the first time I've ever. He's like, bro, you've been on my show before. I was like, really? Really? He's like, yeah, dude. This is not the first time you've been on my show. Really?
You insulted him. How dare you?
Yeah, I know. No, it's fine. No, it's not an insult. That's like a compliment in a way.
I don't think it's either or.
There's like a part of my life. There's a part of my life to the point I don't remember, like a lot of my life, because I'm having so much fun.
He's watched so many streams, he just doesn't even realize he participated in some.
You'd have to be drunk to understand. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. You'd have to be one of those regular drunk moments. You'd have to have been there.
Look what I've been printing overtime, dude. I've been printing these like nonstop.
You got to send me one. I want one.
That's
badass.
Nice. Cheers to that.
Hell yeah, that's fucking cool. Are those going out with the next one? Cobalt 3. Everybody gets a 3D.
Yeah, I'm
Cobalt.
prepping for Cobalt 3.
Hell yeah, that's badass. I got some tips to get rid of those 3D lines, the 3D print lines. to make it look like what's it called? Did I already tell you about that? Where you like you gas them,
Gas them.
you fume them. You know how when you 3D print, it has that weird like that vinyl look to it,
Yeah.
the sheen. Okay, so what you do is you take a bunch of rags and you soak them in acetane, right? And you line the inside of like a big crate, like a big packing crate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is
tub.
also how you burn your house down, just so you know.
Yeah. That's why you do it outside. But you basically you put a bunch of you soak a bunch of rags in acetone, and then you have them on the edge of a crate, which you just then place on top of the figures and let them fume for like an hour. And the acetone fumes will smooth out all those print edges, and it'll end up being real glossy.
I just paint them, and then they turn out pretty well.
Well, I guess you could do that too. That's that's another way to do it. You just paint them, fill in all the cracks. Yeah.
Dude,
That's
looking
great,
badass.
Pink.
Yeah,
That's real fucking great. You could do that too. Just paint them amazing. That is actually pretty cool.
But yeah, I've got the hardest part to get around are, of course, his tonfas, because they're just fucking sticks. So getting the stabilizers off of them proved to be a little difficult.
Oh yeah.
But once you do, they look pretty good.
Yeah, man. And if you're like building the stockpile now,
Yeah,
that's good. When that book comes out, don't wait too long. Gotta get that book out. Gotta get Brother Kid out too.
Dude, I'm still waiting on those 100 sign ups, dude. I don't know if it's just that, if it's the book, or if it's just that there's not a lot of people doing any more backing anymore. I don't know what. Let me get off of here.
I think there's a few people. I think the backing has gone down, but that's not to say that there's not still the audience to keep those numbers up. You just got to find that audience.
I'm trying.
Right? So our community has, been I wouldn't say dwindling. I would say that it's been like scattered, and everybody is still here, but they're all backing their favorite, creators. We need to bring everybody back, because they're probably unaware of all these other cool, books that are coming out. We need to get everybody back in one space. That's all we need to do, and then grow. We need to find the new people. Go to comic book conventions. I just went to that comic book convention at the high school. Like they had that, rinky dinky comic book convention.
Right.
But I showed up representing Comicsgate. Yeah, I got a couple of looks from some Marvel and DC creators who do covers and stuff. But whatever. There was no drama. There was no bullshit. It was a high school. No one was going to start any drama. And I was drawing. I was doing sketch cards, and I had people showing up and checking it out. And I was, respectful. And I talked to everybody at the convention, was being nice and awesome. There were a lot of pretty decent people out there. That's how you get the word out. You build a community. Those people are going to be like, oh, what's he doing? This guy. Like, I like this guy. I want to go see what he's up to. That's going to introduce them to this whole community of awesome people back in indie books.
Yeah, like it was only 3 weeks ago I was over on Genuine Comics channel hanging out with him, and he had me on to talk about Brother Kit.
Hell yeah.
I was surprised at how many people actually tuned in for that.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. And I love that cover. That's a badass piece of artwork right there. That's Elliot Rodriguez.
Elliot did great. He did a great job. But yeah, instead of me talking about it on my own channel, go over to Genuine Comics channel and watch that live stream I did with him. It was really fun. He actually was engaging. He asked me a bunch of questions and whatnot, and his chat was really fun to hang out with too. He's got a good chat over there.
I was just reading Mo Big's comments in the chat. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mo. I just missed all your comments.
Those are words for life.
Aw, thanks, Mo. I didn't know you already watched it.
We go watch it again, Mo.
See, Mo's
Mo,
a good
I need to
friend.
know where you're at. Like, I'll pop in a stream and I'll see you there every now and then. But which ones do you go to, so that I know which ones to go to, so that we can go like fucking team up in the chat and raise hell, because that's what I like doing. On the weekend,
Don't you raise hell in Bancross channel?
yeah, sometimes I'll get bored and I'll go into Bancroft channel and raise hell. It's fucking awesome. I don't. It probably pisses Bancroft off.
It's like I was there when you were doing it.
He was in the chat.
Whoopsie.
That's funny. Like I went on the Diaz Bros. I was on I was in their chat the other day, and I was commenting, and I swear to God, my comments, and there were nothing offensive, but I swear to God, they were getting deleted. So either I pissed off the Diaz Bros at some point, or maybe it was a glitch. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Do they have moderators?
You probably pissed them off.
Probably. I probably pissed them off. It's just as equal as their
okay,
moderators.
okay. So I'll tell you exactly what happened with that.
But I
know
don't
because
know.
I've experienced this firsthand. I went to a bar. This was a few years ago, but I went to this bar, and this bartender, she got pink hair, and she rolls up, and I'm like at the bar. It's all crowded and shit, and she's like, "What can I get you?" I was like, "Well, I'll take
First, a
whiskey
better
neat."
attitude. How about that?
Yeah. So you can serve me a little bit more customer service. Give me like a whiskey on the rocks. So she goes like that, and it takes her like 10 minutes to get me the drink. And then
Whiskey on the
back,
rocks?
serves,
That's so
Yeah.
cis of you.
yeah. Well, you right. That was my thought. It's like, I'm sorry. I promise. I'm gonna be like fucking like rousing some issues here in a moment. I'll
give
be
it to
pissing
you,
off
go,
some people.
What
But
else
I
can I
need
get
to drink in order to do it. So my light just fell over. So like I'm sitting there and she finally serves me my drink, and then she's like, that'll be like $7.50 or whatever the fucking thing is, I don't know. And so I'm like, whatever, here's my fucking card, blah blah blah. And she takes like 10 minutes to fucking bring it back, and I'm like, okay, well, I'd like another whiskey now because I'm still sober, and that was the entire point of me being here, is not that. And whatever. And she like
hi,
she
Marty.
has total fucking attitude. And so she comes back, and I'm like, well, fuck you, $0 tip. Like, and I'm a tipper, dude. I've done the whole customer service thing. I will tip well. And so I'm like, nah, fuck you, dude. Like, $0 tip. Probably the only time in 20 years I've left a $0 tip. Like, fuck you, man. I was pissed. I was mad. She was so So later, I'm sitting at the bar, like I go up, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's time for a third drink. Let's see what we got to do for this one. So I go up to the bar, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take another drink. She's like, hey, I just wanted you to know, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was two of you. I thought you were your brother.
What? Oh my God, you're talking about fucking scores.
She thought I was you. And
You're
she was being shitty to me because of you. I'm talking about scores. Yeah.
They're shitty to me because they said it was you, because you made them drink Mac Damon's.
I never did that.
Yeah, you did. You know you did.
I didn't.
You know the
No.
Matt Damon.
No, there's no way I got that customer service because I made them drink Matt Damon.
That's my story. You stole my story. They told.
No, your story is when my bully apologized to you. This is a bartender that you pissed off who refused to give me good customer service. This is your bullshit. You fucked this one up.
Are you kidding me? What is this service? And they were like, you never tip me. And I say, because you suck. Now, by the way, I will only tip. I'll tip super. I'm an amazing tipper. When you earn it. When you earn it, I'll pay what I paid on my meal or my drink.
I start off at 20% is where I start. And then, like, you blow me out of the water, I'm going over 20%. You suck, I'll go down to 15 or 12 to teach you a lesson.
No, sorry. They expect tips at Whataburger now, okay? I'm
not buying into that bullshit. I'm not tipping the person who's trying to sell me shit on eBay.
First of all, Outback Steakhouse and all those places, those aren't fancy restaurants. They don't deserve tips any more than McDonald's does. Okay? You don't tip at those places. You tip at a bar if you got a good bartender. Definitely. A good bartender, you gotta tip your bartenders.
Yeah.
If they're good. But you go to these restaurants, they're all fucking dime a dozen. These like charge you $1 million like for a fucking average steak that I could do better. Okay, Fuck that. I
No,
don't go to those
yeah,
places anymore, right?
But you're not tipping the cook; you're tipping the server.
Yeah, and they all suck. They don't deserve it. I mean, if I go to Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, that's good service almost all
Who
the time.
fuck goes to Texas Roadhouse?
Anybody who realizes that Outback sucks and that all
No,
these other places
no,
suck.
Outback absolutely sucks.
Rudy's,
But
yes.
so does
No.
Roadhouse. And if I want a
No.
good steak, I'm gonna slap it on my fucking
No.
roof,
If
and
you
I'll get a
want
better steak
steak,
than that.
If you want a good steak, you cook it yourself. But you go to Roadhouse.
You want a really
the
good steak?
family
You cut it off
out.
the cow yourself and eat it raw.
Yeah, like you're like when you fucking did self surgery, you fatty.
You want to talk? I helped on the surgery for your ass,
Yeah, I got
motherfucker.
pictures, and that was delicious steak. Don't even
and it was a
deny
good
it.
surgery. No,
Don't deny
there's
it.
two different things. The surgery on your ass and the steak are two different things.
No. You loved that fucking ass steak. You loved my ass. No, fuck Outback. That's like a $5 tip. That's up there with Sonic. Okay, Roadhouse does they deserve fucking good tips. Just like Rudy's. Rudy's has pretty good food most of the time.
Rudy's does have good food. That cream corn.
Yeah, a cruise.
Have you guys seen this new video yet?
No, Anime
Nice.
Expo.
Okay, go ahead, hit play. I'm moving my light because it's going to burn something here.
When did they allow so many Japanese people in this convention? I mean, how many of these parasites
be
even
Meat
bought a
Canyon.
ticket to get in here?
Oh, I have seen
Bunch
this.
of leeches. We're going to need
This is
to
Meat
take a check
Canyon.
down here. Slippery fingers.
Now, I'm not scared or anything, but I heard if a Japanese person sees your face,
Oh,
they'll take your soul.
I can't shake the feeling I'm going to get raped and eaten by these things I don't understand.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You're smart as hell, Cletus.
Wait. Look over there. Oh, my God. Oh, darn it, just got this thing. My bad. Okay, here we go. Please! Drop those weapons! Let us see those hands!
I can't. They're a part of my costume.
Show me your convention ticket!
It's on my phone. I can't grab it with my prop hands.
He's gonna rape me!
What? No.
Show me those hands!
Okay,
Let us see
here,
those
okay.
hands!
Identify yourself, demon.
I'm Dingy from Chainsaw Man. I'm Dingy the Chainsaw Man.
Cletus, frisk him! Get his ID! I'm gonna go get his identification! Josh Allen. Josh Allen from Texas.
Josh Allen. That don't sound like no dingy from Chainsaw Man to me.
I'm just playing a.
Shut him up, Cletus! I'm gonna put a bullet in his head.
What? What are you doing? You want me to get down?
Here, you
Okay,
get
I'll
down.
get down. Just
you get
okay,
on
I'm
the
going. I'm
ground.
going.
Don't think about slipping a pinky in me. My hoes are off limits, demon.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah, so I found a couple of these guys' tweets, and I just think, is there really a loss? I mean, look at this. Come on. What kind of person would say something like that? This convention gets worse every year.
If you don't like it, you can leave.
Look, fellas, people are filming us. We're going to be heroes.
I'm gonna be famous for being a hero. They're gonna put me on the TVs.
Thank you for keeping us safe, brave heroes. Let's give them a round of applause, guys.
If anyone's gonna be the famous hero, it should be me. I love this convention more than any of you guys.
Like hell, you're just here because the bonus. You're as big a parasite as any of them are. I should be the hero.
Oh yeah? You're a big fat pussy. Hiding that pussy face behind that mask of yours. I'm legally retarded, and I don't know who to kill anymore. Cletus, you can't say that. Oh, fuck you. I have not gone woke. You guys are getting in my head. How do I know you ain't one of them? Damn it, Cletus. Don't you point that gun at me.
What is going
fighting for this convention. Admit it! You're gonna eliminate me! Admit it! Oh, you son of a bitch! I'll get shot to death! I'll get shot to death! Oh, God, I'm dead.
Oh, God, she's right. This convention's gone down the shitter. There's nothing left to live for.
Hey! Gia! Gia! Hey! Let me see your convention ticket.